Hello, Bill and Ellie. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. That's me just kind of showing you around the basement, letting you know where we're at. There's that floor clean out right by the main sewer stack. We jump into cast iron. It takes me a second to get the camera head rolling in the right direction. You have to be a little on the gentle side as you make this turn into the pipe. We'll get going here in just a second. Bear with me. There we go. Like we kind of briefly discussed this afternoon or this morning, cast iron pipe, metal pipe is going to corrode on the inside. So it's going to get coarse, bumpy, scaled, and then once you get to the latter stages of its life cycle, it starts to become flaky. Chips of metal will flake off. We're not quite there at that spot, but so that transition that we just passed, that was likely going from underneath the house to on the other side of the foundation wall. So we're out in the yard right now. So rather bumpy, some scaling buildup that I'm going to recommend in the written report that you have the pipe cleaned at some point, descaled at some point in the next, I don't know, year, 2 years of ownership. Here's our transition to fortified concrete. So right at about 51 feet, concrete pipe, rubber gasket connection. You're not going to likely have any root growth. There's the rubber gasket right there. Good stuff. The little things you see there, those are cobwebs, not roots, not any kind of anything other than, again, just spiders in your pipe. Very common. Yeah, it is what it is. So back to the cast iron pipe. That scaling, in my mind, is a characteristic. It's not necessarily a defect. It does take a little bit of maintenance. This is going to be the turn down to the city connection. A little bit of maintenance, but it's just part of the deal. That's just kind of the way it is. And then you'll see that green pipe right there. Give me a second. I'm going to drop down again. That greenish pipe is SDR. That's your city main line that you're connecting into. So right at about let's call it 96 feet. Good run. No obvious damage. Read through the written reports, look at my recommendations, and then reach back out to me if you have any questions or if you need any help with anything. I'm always happy to be a resource. I'm going to keep the camera rolling here. If you want to watch the return journey, enjoy the rest of the film, you're welcome to.